All right, so continuing to get you ready for Free Comic Book Day 2011, May 7th, first Saturday in May. Now we make our way to South Carolina's Anderson, South Carolina, specifically 2704 North Main Street in Anderson, South Carolina. That is where we find Planet Comics. And on the phone right now, we find John Jennings from Planet Comics. John, welcome to the Geek Speak Radio Show.
Thanks for having me. How you doing?
Doing good. So tell everybody over on the West Coast, we're in San Francisco, tell everybody on the West Coast all about Planet Comics, the store's history, and everything else.
Okay, cool. Well, Planet Comics, obviously it's in Anderson, and we've been around for over 15 years. We've had a couple of different locations, but we've pretty much been the only comic book store not the only one in the upstate area, but we've been probably the biggest and the longest standing in the area. And we do not only comic books, but we do all kinds of different stuff too. Like we do manga, board games, card games. So we're really more than just a comic shop. We're also just a hobby shop in general.
You hold game tournaments there too?
Yeah, we hold Friday Night Magic every Friday. On Saturdays we do Yu-Gi-Oh! Sundays it's Pokemon, and really any other kind of games that want to go on. We have tons of space for people that want to come up and play.
And besides Free Comic Book Day, are there any other events like artist signings or anything like that?
Yeah, if artists are coming through, we'll have them come in. We'll set up space for them. We'll hold events for them usually on Saturdays, something like that, so they can come in and promote their work. If anyone that's traveling or something like that wants to stop by and set up shop, we'll let them.
John, how long have you been with Planet Comics?
I have only been employed at Planet Comics for a couple of months now, but I'm 25, and I've been shopping at Planet basically my whole life. Because it's, like I said, it's the main comic shop in Anderson, and so it's really cool, and I just love it, so that's why I'm here.
How did you get into comics?
My older brother read comics, and we were always big X-Men fans, and I especially liked Nightcrawler, and so when I went to the comic shop, when I went to Planet, I just started reading X-Men stuff, and that's kind of where it started, and from there my interest just grew.
Now, have you seen among your friends, or even among the customers there, even though you've been there for a short time, have you seen regulars drop off and then slowly start coming back, especially 10 years ago?
Yeah, usually you get them when they're young. They come in and they it's like they watch the Batman cartoons. Like, oh, I want to get Batman comics. And then they hit high school or they go to off to college somewhere and they can't afford it. But then when they become adults and they get steady jobs and that kind of stuff, they're like, hey, I used to really like Batman, and so they'll come in and we'll start reading Batman comics again, that kind of stuff. So there's usually a drop off when people read, but they always come back usually.
Yeah, there's a reason why I said 10 years ago. That's when Free Comic Book Day actually started. Do you think Free Comic Book Day has accomplished its goal, which is to bring back old readers and as well as get new ones?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we tell people about Free Comic Book all the time, and I've been coming for a couple of years now, and it's really grown every year, and I think it really has accomplished its goal of, just introducing people to all kinds of different comics.
Of course, the fact that it actually gets planned at the same time that big major superhero movies come out doesn't hurt either.
Oh, definitely. Like with this year, obviously Thor comes out the same weekend.
Right.
I want to say last year Iron Man 2 was around the same time, so that definitely helps.
On Free Comic Book Day for this year, what's happening at Planet Comics?
We're having a whole bunch of different stuff going on. We're having Scarab, which is the South Carolina area role players and board gamers coming in, and they're going to be doing a bunch of board gaming stuff for us. They're going to demo a whole bunch of stuff. We're having a couple of local artists come in. Travis Bannister is one of our local artists. He's coming in, and Ray Jones. And I'm trying to think, Adam Minorovich, I think is his name.
Yeah, from The Walking Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Anderson, so he's going to be here doing that kind of, sign-in, talking about stuff and all that. If you're into HeroClix, or if you're ever interested in that, we're a couple of our local players are going to be demoing HeroClix and that kind of stuff. And May 7th is also the day of the newest Magic set pre-release, New Phyrexia. So on top of all the Free Comic Book Day stuff, we're also having a big Magic tournament that day.
So it sounds like a big old party. What time is the store going to open that day?
10 o'clock.
And if you guys want to find out more, especially if you're in the Anderson area, planetcomics.net is a website. I have a link up on geekspeakradioshow.com. Also have a link up to the Facebook page. So, John, thanks a lot for coming on and letting us know what's going to happen on Free Comic Book Day.
No problem, man. Thanks for having us.
All right, John. Thanks a lot.
Bye.